right, everybody. I don't know if Social Stream Ninja is working or not. It is for Rumble, which is what I primarily use it for. Um, I guess there's one way to tell. It's on Twitch and on Twitter. It's being a complete and utter ass. So let's just see. All right, it's working on Twitch. Good. All right. So I'm assuming it's going to work on the other one as well. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right, guys. So we are playing Final Fantasy X. Oh, let's just go ahead and do the welcome thing. My name's Enigma. I'm a variety streamer, Twitch, Twitter, Rumble, and YouTube. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great week so far. Happy Taco Tuesday to you. And we are moving right along here. We're going to try to fight this guy the right way this time. Okay, let's see. Oh, crap. That was the wrong one. Completely the wrong one. Yep, I saw that coming. Let's get Riku in there and have her act as our de facto healer for the time being. Because she can use the Al Bhed potions. That's what I want to cast it on. Okay. Now that's going to take a shot on him, which is good. Welcome back, Grizzled. Hope you're doing well, brother. How are things going with you, my friend? Nothing to steal for him. Luckily, Al Bhed potions heal that too. I have an idea of what I want to do next here. Good. Titus will go next. Go. Let's special use Al Bhed potions. Now we'll see what happens. Desperado. Damn, okay. No, I'm going to use an Al Bhed potion. Na, na, na. Well, that's not good. That's really not good. Oh, good. Yuna, Las Vegas. Let's get in there and have you cast your white magic. I keep doing the item. I'm hoping we're doing better here. Flair. Woo! Ric Flair. We don't like Ric Flair. Okay, 8,600 now. We're getting down. We're working him down now. Got to keep Lulu up right here. She's got the magic. So take him down about 4,800. About 4,000 now, and now he's gonna hit hard, but he's about to take a hard hit too, so that's good. Yep. 2600. Can't cast Haste Guy anymore. Well, might as well. He's gonna. That's fine. He can continue casting that all he wants to. The shit. The poison. It basically the poison negates that. So he's down to about 1,000. There we go. Level 2 key spheres, awesome. Actually, Yevon just, she didn't know. I don't know how we got off of Bavel, but hey, here we are. Well, all right, so sphere grid time. Yuna's gonna she's coming to a path in her life where she's not entirely certain what to believe. She basically has been she didn't get one. She's had problems with with the she believed one thing for her entire life, and her father, of course, is a high summoner. Can I save? Is that there we go. Okay, everybody's with us, so well, apparently they're looking for us. Okay, so we can't go that way. Kimari. Yep, well, it's not. And they have. This is the spot where this is a lot of emotional part of the game for a lot of folks. Tidus just learned before we left that summoners die when they defeat Sin. So he's been running around saying, "Oh, we'll do it after you beat Sin. Oh, everything'll be great after you beat Sin." No game audio. Thank you. You're right because of the music.
You know,
Sorry about that.
all those
You're
things
correct.
I
Thank you
said.
for reminding me. I need to get better at that.
like, let's go get Sin, or about Xanarkand. I didn't know what would happen to you, Yuna.
He didn't know,
I
and that's
guess-
the whole thing.
I hope it didn't make you sad. Forgive me.
I wasn't sad. I was happy.
She was happy. Not happy now.
Yuna! Just don't do it.
The pilgrimage?
No, yeah. That's right. Forget all about Sin. About being a summoner. Forget all of that. You know, live a normal life. Come on now, Yuna, what do you say?
Maybe I will.
Maybe. If you've dedicated your whole life to something, that's the whole thing. Is she's dedicated her whole life to what?
Wouldn't everyone be surprised?
Yeah. Except Riku. She'd be with you. Lulu and Waka wouldn't hold out long.
Kamari would say yes, too, I know. But Sir Orin...
I'll make him understand, Yuna. It's the
Yeah,
least I can do for you.
No. I should tell him.
myself.
He deserves it. What'll I do if I give up my pilgrimage?
You go to sleep. Go home.
Hey,
Start
Xanarkand.
streaming.
let's go to Xanarkand. Not the one in Spira, the one I'm from.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, we can all fly there. Everyone can go. Then we'll have a big party at my place.
And then we could see Blitzball.
That's right.
Your Xanarkand Abes would play?
Yeah.
We could all watch you play. In a stadium all lit up at night. I'd cheer and cheer till I couldn't cheer anymore.
Yeah, right on.
Well, what about after the game?
We go make out.
We'd go out and have fun.
In the middle of the night?
Oh my God.
No problem. Xanarkand never sleeps. Let's go to the sea. Before the sunrise. The city lights go out one by one. The stars fade. Then the horizon glows, almost like it's on fire.
Fire, fire.
It's kind of rose-colored, right? First in the sea, then it spreads to the sky, then to the whole city. It gets brighter and brighter, till everything glows.
It's like New York.
It's really pretty. I know you'd like it.
I'd like to see it. Someday.
Well, you can, Yuna. We can both go.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You
I can't. I just can't.
And she knows she can't.
No.
And technically, neither can Titus. He thinks he can. He's trying to make her feel better. Yes, please block this scene from being broadcast to the internet after a 20 some odd year game. There they go, making out. Gotta make out, gotta do the thing. Because that's... Nothing cures sadness like a little bit of vitamin D. There we go. And he's trying to get her to be happy. And he's gonna kiss, they're gonna make out. And Kimari's watching like, damn, Tidus, you going to hit that shit, brother. Well, thank God they blacked out that cutscene, because God knows what will happen if you didn't see Tidus and Yuna make out and have a
I'll continue.
bull session.
I must. If I give up now, I could do anything I wanted to.
That's the whole point.
Even if I was with you,
She wants to go and have...
I could
She
never forget.
She needs to defeat sin. That's right. Hey, brother, yeah? Stop hitting that shit, bah. Stop hitting that girl. That's Yuna, bruh.
I'm your guardian. Unless I'm fired.
Oh yeah, you're fired. You stuck you dipped your pen in company ink.
Until the end. Please.
Not until the end. Always.
Well,
Always then.
guess we'll see about that, won't we? Kimari's like, damn.
Maybe you
He got
should
to
head
hit
back
it.
to camp first.
Roger.
Nothing there, okay.
Wait. I'll go with you.
Oh, we said go first. Now you want to come with us. That's how it works. Typical lady. Can't make up a mind. So that scene right there is probably a kickoff for the sequel. Yeah, we gotta talk.
Sir Orin? Waka? Lulu? Kamari? Riku? Everyone, we leave at dawn. And
Don't forget to
I'm
smile.
sorry for putting you through all this. And
Enough. You need your rest.
You do need your rest. Listen to Sir Orin.
yes,
Brave Sir Orin.
good night.
There's a treasure chest back there. We're just gonna leave it. Y'all just gonna leave that treasure chest back there. What's up with that? What's up with that? Open that chest. There was a riot in Bevelle. That's where we just were. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Okay, no, it's the Calmlands. That's where the next primer is. So there ain't shit about shit here. Okay. Oh my god, they've been releasing a teaser promo on WWE's Calmlands, right? Yeah. Webpage on their Twitter account. There's been this thing about, and all you see is shoes walking. And folks are like, we don't know what this is. This is going to be about a new faction, a new wrestler making their debut. It's just a freaking trailer for WrestleMania 26 or 46, 42. Sorry, 42. So they're just got guys together to play poker, I guess. That's so goofy. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is the debut of a brand new thing," and it's not. It's got Cody Rhodes. Cody is right there. Cody. Roman Reigns, he's right there too.
The Calmlands.
And CM Punk.
The High Summoner spots Sin.
And then we got the Brock Lesnar. So Brock's gonna be there.
Ends here.
Plus
Beyond,
Paul Heyman
no
and
towns,
Triple H.
No villages, only endless plains.
Many summoners stray from their path.
Yeah, they were gonna leave that bling bling behind. WWE is starting to get stale, unfortunately. Well, the thing is, they're actually better than they were. Vince McMahon, when he was running the show, it's like they were making the show for him and him alone. And it got really kind of... Yeah. It's been better under Triple H, but...
I've always known where to go.
I won't let you die. I'll find a way somehow.
Yeah, somehow I will do something that I know I can't do, but we're going to try to do it anyway. Uni!
Let's go.
Vince is a billionaire, and he had everyone kissing his ass
I wanted to believe that words could make it come true.
and making everything that they did to basically please him instead of the audience, and that's probably the biggest problem with it. All right, so here we do have. There's going to be a. I know there's an Al Bhed primer here. Let's see where it says it is. Northwest corner of the Calmlands. So
We'll get through this.
yes, we will. But we don't need you. I should have brought in Orin for that. Yeah, kept reusing the old gimmicks and all that. It just basically comes down to that everyone was kissing his ass because he was the boss, and unfortunately, it cost the product. The product it got stale. It wasn't. It was predictable. It wasn't fun. You know, not that I watch it religiously anymore because Desi doesn't like watching wrestling at all. She likes learning about things. So whenever they do a biography about the classic wrestlers I grew up watching, I love watching those, and she'll watch those. But as far as wrestling goes, she doesn't like watching wrestling.
My will is strong.
Damn, put Lulu to sleep. But the product did get stale, and it got boring, it got predictable, and everybody knew it, except Vince, because Vince was the guy in charge, and Vince had always done things the way that he did them, and to be fair to Vince, let's just be completely fair to him, he did for a long time have good stuff, you know. He did have good ideas, and he did do well for a while. Thunder. Those are weak to ice, so... That's true, too. They do have a lot of factions they're not doing anything with. That's... The cool thing about factions is you know, the whole group thing, there's cool stuff to do with that. But when everyone's part of a faction... It's what happened with WCW. WCW had everybody join the NWO at some point or another. And it was just like, okay, it's no longer an outsider group. It's no longer this rogue group of wrestlers. It's, look at all of these guys. You know, 6 limos pop up and 3 dozen guys pop out, and they're all NWO guys. Right. Got to go there. Okay. All right, we got Water Guy. All right, we're getting the high level stuff. But yeah, there's just too many. But there's Judgment Day. There's whatever Paul Heyman's group is. There's the Wyatt Six. There's It just there's way too many factions and too many groups, and it hurts the product to do it like that. Shit. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, and then NWO and NWO Wolfpack. Can't forget the Four Horsemen. You know, there was just a lot of stuff that they did that they should. That was just way. There was just way too much of it. And when the bigger the group, the less special it feels. You know.
So be it. Enough. No time to waste. Let's go.
Damn it. And just way too much of it. Way too many groups, way too many factions, way too much of that.
Enough. No time to waste. Let's go.
But also, to be completely fair to everybody involved, it's very difficult to continue to actually produce a massively high quality product like that on a regular basis. It's very trying, very difficult. I know. Black magic.
Let's see you under pressure.
Well, son of a bitch. Shit. And I did that too. That was so dumb. There we go. .433. Let's go ahead and get her out. Let me get Kimahri some love here. Oh, come on, around there. All right. There's our next primer right there. All right then. Half for water. Yep, right at the primer. I'll keep. Go ahead. Hurt him. Please, Hammer, don't hurt him. Oh, you're not gonna like this. Gotta catch them all, baby. That's right, baby. I gotta catch them all. Oh, then we get the All Bed primer. Okay. So, the next one is gonna be in Remaining Temple. Okay, so wherever that temple is. So somebody on Twitter is saying that the death of Star Wars is the fault of people who complain about how shitty Star Wars is now. Which is like the most delusional take I think I've seen in a long time. Absolutely delusional take.
I will not fail this time.
Feel like there's probably something I can get from these guys. Yep, Stone Breath. Oh, that's not good. That's right. Okay, Thunder will add to them, so make sure we aren't using Thunder. Nice. Mug. Alright, Mug's a good skill. Mug, you can attack and you can, steal at the same time. Boy, fire does more damage, so fire, fire! Oh, shit. Wrong one. Yeah, I deserve that. Yeah, it says hot take, but the people who claim Star Wars is dead are the same people who killed it. Well, that's 100% true. We killed it because it sucks. Thunderaga. That's what they can't get through their thick frickin' head, is that if it's not any good, we get rid of it. Really? I thought that'd actually get something. That's like the worst take, I tell you. I see these, and I don't get involved in a lot of that shit, but it makes me want to. How the hell can you look at shit like the Acolyte and claim that people's creativity is being stifled, and then and no one watches it because it sucks, and then they're like, oh, it's your fault that it sucks.
Father Zook.
Long time no see. You are Yuna?
Hi there, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. How do we get
You
UX?
certainly don't look like Mr. Keenock's murderer.
UX?
What you say?
Please, tell us what has happened.
Maester Micah just issued a personal order, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It said that you and your guardians murdered Maester Keenock and fled.
Now that was
We are to kill
not
you
us.
on sight, or so it says.
What of Pavel?
Things are calm on the surface, but the depths are turbulent. After the death of Maester Keenock, Kelk Ronso left Yevon.
How you doing, UX? Thank you for coming in.
Getting around will be easier with Yevon in disarray.
Yevon is in disarray.
But be careful, my friends. You have been branded enemies of Yevon. You should avoid temples for the time being.
Thank you, Father Zook, for your warning.
Father, you came all the way here just to tell us this?
Pretty much.
To tell the truth, I was a little curious to see this summoner you are guarding. I hope her pilgrimage goes well. For your sake, too.
Oh, sore throat's not good.
Thank you, Father.
But I get it. I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking.
I shall pray for all of you.
Every day I get to wake up and see feel the fresh air on my face and sunlight and all that good stuff is a good day as far as I'm concerned. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a quick little safety save here. Held a message for bullying. Let's see what that says. Yeah. It kind of sucks. Doesn't kind of suck. It really sucks. Oh, Titus. No, it just it didn't want you to... Shit talking is what it says. It's fine. I allowed it. The Acolyte is a canon-breaking, horrible show that never should have seen the light of day. Got any weapons? Baroque sword. What's a shimmering blade? Piercing. Damn. Oh, it's a Knight's Lance I have. Oh yeah, sequel trilogy was horrible too. It's not Devastator. Yeah, equip that. I watched a synopsis of it, and it makes about as much sense to me as nothing, quite frankly. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. HP 10%. Stone Ward is good. That would be, I believe Obi-Wan did that, the TV show Obi-Wan, where they said Obi-Wan was, whiskey, lay down. Because he was old, he was losing his ability to use the Force, which does not make any sense whatsoever. It's, again, canon-breaking stuff.
Who was that?
Until half a year ago, he was a summoner. Robin and I were his guardians.
Oh, really?
Kind of a short pilgrimage.
this plane. Now he is a monk at the Bavel Temple.
Oh, maybe it was. All I know. Oh, or wait. Yeah, that. Oh, that's from Ashoka. Yeah, the Ashoka Tano show that they did, Ahsoka, which also shut the bed because it had Sabine Wren, who is a Mandalorian, and she kind of. But I mean, if we're going off of what was established canon, Mandalorians and Jedi don't mix, you know. Let's get you out. Put Tidus in. But honestly, I haven't consumed any Star Wars in a very long time, so. Alright, good. I don't have Fire-Aga yet. Fire-Aga. Fire-Aga. Well, the Mandalorians have their own lightsaber as it is. That's what the Darksaber is. The Darksaber does that. But canon before Disney is that the Mandalorians and the Jedi were, during the Old Republic, were at war with each other. That they weren't friends, I guess is the best way to put it. So the Mandalorian Jedi is not. I don't want to say that they can't become Jedi, because that wouldn't be true, or use the Force, but it's just not how I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me, so. But I have this thing I do called thinking, and unfortunately, that is something that a lot of Disney Star Wars people don't have a lot of brains to do, is think. I saw the sequel trilogy as well, and I remember when I first saw Last Jedi, I was kind of bullshitting myself into believing that I liked it. I was like, oh yeah, it's fine, I liked it, and then I saw it again, and I was like, actually, I don't like it. And then I thought, in my infinite wisdom, there's no way that they're going to allow this to go. I mean, they have to have a plan, right? I thought they had, a plan. And they didn't. They didn't have a plan at all. Force Awakens isn't horrible. It does do a lot of stupid things, but it's not horrible. It doesn't sound like to me they had much of a plan. Yeah, it's a rehash of New Hope, and of course they didn't do a damn thing to make it any, you know, to do anything better. All they really did was say, "Oh, we're gonna have a girl Jedi now, and she has to be better than everybody else who's been a Jedi before, otherwise people won't buy into her." So that's why she can use Jedi mind tricks 5 minutes after figuring out that she can use the Force. And she can beat a trained, you know, I'm going to say Sith, at the end of the movie, easily. She never lost anything. She didn't do... there was not 1 ounce of development that she had that could endear her to an audience at all. She was the same exact person she started with, that she was at the beginning, is the same exact person she was at the end. There was no hero's journey. There was nothing that did anything to endear her, to get her endeared to the audience. Nothing. Welcome back, Zuzi. Let's get you out. And Waka. We need Waka. Waka, Waka, Waka! Exactly. I have no problem with there being female Jedi. At all. In fact, shit.
That's how it's done.
I play female characters in games all the time. I just got done playing Borderlands where I played as Vex through the whole damn thing. It's not about male versus female. It's that you put somebody in there, anybody, and your whole emphasis of your movie is that you have to tear down what came before it in order to get your stuff going. And I'm sorry, that's just a very piss poor way of doing it. Why would you do it that way? It makes no sense. Yeah, I mean, it's the thing is that they want to put all this stuff up there to try to make it look like that you're the problem, that you're the one who can't accept this or can't accept that, and in reality, it's anything but that. It's that you don't have the talent to do anything about what came before it, and that's your problem. Is you have nothing that you offer people that's any better than what came before. Yeah, apparently Lucasfilm doesn't like Harrison Ford very much because they've shat on him as a dad in 2 movies now. And I'm sorry, I haven't even seen... I saw a plot synopsis for Indiana Jones, and I was like, nope, not happening. I'm not going to sit there and watch one of my childhood heroes be insulted and destroyed by modern bullshit. You know, it's just not going to happen. So I didn't watch it. I have no interest in seeing it. Just like James Bond. I own every James Bond movie ever made except the last one. It's in there. I've never seen the last one because I know what happens at the end of it. As soon as I heard what they were doing with it, I was like, oh, are you kidding me? And no. They are not kidding me. So I have never seen it. But they thought the only way that these morons think is that the only way you can endear yourself and your characters and your story of a storied franchise to a new audience is to shit all over what came before it.
I hope you like it hot.
You bet we like it hot, Lulu. We like it real hot. Well, someone in at Lucasfilm said we have to do better. We can do better. We can do a worse movie than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and they did. They did a damn good job of doing that. Oh shit. Ah, damn it. Oh, double damn it. Okay. But I really had no interest in seeing it, and I haven't seen it, so. And I won't see it.
That's how it's done.
As far as I'm concerned, there's 3 Indiana Jones movies. Last time I went to the cinema was to see Deadpool and Wolverine. Was the last time I went. Yeah, there is a female Indiana Jones. There most certainly is. All right, fine. Right. Oh, pneumonia, that sucks. Well, I'm glad you don't have it now. Last Crusade is... I know a lot of people... I know Raiders is considered to be the best by a lot of people, and I am not poo-pooing their opinions whatsoever. But I love me some Last Crusade. That is a damn good movie. So well done. Amazing what happens when you treat the franchise with care. But yeah, it's been a long time since I don't see the need to go to the theaters anymore, just because of how expensive it is now. You know, I don't know where you live, UX, but I live in the Midwest outside of Chicago. and we live in a pretty podunk area, quite frankly. We're about as far out as you can be and still be considered a suburb. Tickets are going to be 15 plus each. Then if you want popcorn and a drink, you're looking at another 20. It's insanely expensive. So why would I go? You know, it doesn't make any sense to go. Yeah, we liked Deadpool and Wolverine. We did like it. Oh, you get discount day. I'll put it like this. Oh. I'm a big fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Most folks who know me know I'm a big fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers, which I am. I don't have any Lux Spheres. No, I don't. So I can't get that one. The Steelers are coming to Chicago next month. Like in 4 weeks, they're going to be in Chicago playing the Bears. When I told my girlfriend, ain't never going to be one blade. Yeah, well, and the funny thing is at that time we thought he was wrong, but it looks like he's true now. They're coming to play the Bears next month. And I am a big Steelers fan, and I told my girlfriend, and she says, well, why don't we go? And I said, at the end of November. She said, yeah. And I said, you want to go lakeside? You want to go sit by in Soldier Field near Lake Michigan, where that wind gust is going to come off of the Great Lake in the end of November in Chicago. And she says, yeah, but it's the Steelers. I said, yeah, it is. And but the truth is, I would much rather sit here and watch it on TV than spend several $100s to go to the game and then sit around and or sit up here and freeze our asses off when we're going to get better view here on television. Why would we go to the game? There's no sense in it. Because NFL tickets are not cheap here at all. Anyone in the States knows that if you're going to go see an NFL game, it's going to the seats alone are going to cost you a couple $100 a seat. Oh, that was a waste of a spell. Boy, Whiskey does not like the guy mowing the lawn outside. But why go? And I feel the same way about movies, honestly. Why go? I mean, we might go when Doomsday comes out, just because I'm curious to see what they're going to do with Robert Downey Jr. And part of me is wanting to go to see the train wreck it could possibly be. Because I do think that it's the last gasp from Kevin Feige. It is my honest opinion that if Doomsday does not perform, if Doomsday and Secret Wars do not perform, Kevin Feige is going to be out. I don't think he's going to be around. Oh, yeah. And he does know it. He has to know it. Why do you think they're paying Robert Downey Jr. all that money? And why do you think they brought the Russo brothers back? It has nothing to do with that's the direction they wanted to go in. I don't believe that at all. I think it's just that Feige realizes, holy shit, my golden goose is cooked if I don't do something about this, because I can't continue. I don't know where the bodies are buried the way Kathleen Kennedy does. So I've got to do something about this. Good gravy. Good God, okay. Yeah. They're desperate. They are desperate. They thought what they were going to do was be able to replace... believe me, I want to make it clear. I completely understand why... Oh, well, not all the decisions they made, but I understand the idea that they spent very little building up the MCU because their big star that they had in the MCU was a nobody. You could very well be right. The Fantastic Four was fine. I didn't mind it. It wasn't over the top stupid, and they didn't make anything. They didn't drastically change any characters. It was okay. A very big change from let's see. A very big change from what it had been. But rumor has it is that Feige, he tried his hand at being Wokey McWokerstein, and when it didn't work, he was like, "Okay, we're not going down that route any longer. We can't continue to lose all this cash." And I don't blame him for that. But I think it comes down to that they had this, they built up these stars, they built up the brands. They were like, okay, we're going to do things a little differently. We're not going to recast. We're going to keep our characters, and then at the same time, we're going to just make new ones. And they used the crappy characters from the all-new Marvel shit that no one liked, or very few people liked. And when it came down to the nut cutting, they just didn't have any sort of anything that people wanted to latch onto, and they put all these whiskey. Hey, that's enough. He didn't like that at all. He just got up and was like, fine, I'll go bark in here. I hope they do a very good, convincing, I'd like to see Doomsday and Secret Wars be good. And the fact that the Russos are there gives me some hope. But, not a lot. So, I mean, we'll see.
Time to waste. Let's go.
if the rumors are about Doomsday, though, what they're saying it's going to be, that it's not going to be Victor Von Doom, but a variant of Tony Stark or some shit like that. I don't know what their plan is. But you can quote me on that if oh yeah. But you know, it used to be, this is the thing that made me, this is the difference between Lucasfilm and Marvel, I think, at least for a while it was, is that Marvel had a plan. Whether it was a good plan or a bad plan, they still had a plan. They had a roadmap, and I get that. Lucasfilm did not, because they shit canned their plan, and decided to go with. They tried to make everybody happy, and y'all know what happens when you try to make everybody happy. You make nobody happy. Well, I don't know what they're going to do. I really don't. I'm interested to see what they're going to do. I personally, casting RDJ, not that he can't do it. It's just I don't know. It's hard for me to say, oh yeah, I know what they're going to do, or I have faith, because I don't. They've proved to us before that they don't know what the hell they're doing, so I just...
No time to waste. Let's go.
All the rumors now are, though, that all the Disney Plus shows will not be represented in the new movie, and I'm all on board with that. We don't need any frickin' She-Hulk or Ironheart, the adult movie, or the TV show. You know, none of. I mean, technically, who the hell knows? All I know is they tried to change everything over and make an all female Avengers team for the most part, and that got shot down immediately. It got shot down quick. Mads Mikkelsen? He would be great. Problem is, they've already used him. Mads Mikkelsen was... They've already used him... They've already wasted him in the first Doctor Strange movie. He was wasted. That's been the whole thing with a lot of these the Marvel films is they would cast these big names. They had Christian Bale, for Christ's sake, and they wasted him. How the hell do you waste Christian Bale? They did it though. If you take out Loki, quite frankly, And let's be honest, Loki, Tom Hiddleston owns that role. As far as I'm concerned, if I were Tom Hiddleston, I would protect that role from anything. I'd be like, hell, no, I'm Loki. Have there been their villains? They don't spend enough time developing their villains.
My father also fought here.
May he give us strength to fight!
Christian Bale did do a good job in a really mediocre film, quite honestly. But how many times does that happen though, where you have a director come in and do a good job? Because let's be honest, what's the film I'm thinking of? Ragnarok was funny. It was entertaining. I liked it. But Taika Waititi had shackles on. He had to work within the system. And then when they re-signed him to do Love and Thunder, they took away those shackles, and they found out real quick that he's not that good at creating like that. He's a talented director, but that's about it. That's the whole problem. Is same thing happened with Patty Jenkins. Patty Jenkins directed the first Wonder Woman movie, made $1 billion. People loved it, made a lot of money. But Patty Jenkins didn't. She just directed it. She didn't create anything outside of directing. So then she comes to the sequel, and they give her complete creative control. And what happens? The movie sucks. That wouldn't surprise me. Terry Gilliam is one of the last real dudes in Hollywood that really wants to protect his craft. And I don't blame him at all. Has the Time Bandits even come out? Because I didn't even. It seems to be I heard that they were making it, and then that was it. Like, no one had anything more to say about it or anything like that. I've never seen it. I don't even know where it's streaming. There's a shocker that he didn't want to do anything like it came before it. Oop, wrong. Vanity projects. Vanity projects. That's all they are these days. And we have a lot of narcissism out there, especially in places like Hollywood, so...
Enough. No time to waste. Let's go.
And the truth is, he's a talented director. He does do funny stuff. I have really no personal issues with him. I think he's batshit crazy, and apparently his wife allows him to mess around with Tessa Thompson, but, you know, whatever. It's not my business. Ooh, that wasn't good. Where was that? No, water's half. That's why.
A storm comes.
Time Bandits is an amazing classic.
Icing on the cake.
Thanks for the sub, Kevin. I appreciate that. Help me get to my goals. I really do appreciate that. I get you out. Bring Yuna back in. Yuna, pray for our souls. We need to pray. You know the most hilarious thing about Time Bandits is Cleese got billing over Sean Connery in that. We watched that the other day. I got the Criterion one when it came out, 4K Criterion, and I'm looking at the credits and I go, Cleese got billing over Sean Connery? He damn sure did. Okay. Levels up. So for those who are not really aware of how the leveling up system works in Final Fantasy X, we have this sphere grid, and we don't level up traditionally. Every move we make on the sphere grid gets us closer to, or gets us access to, individual aspects being improved. Because seriously, Grizzled, Connery was in the movie a hell of a lot more than John Cleese was. And this was done back in a time period when billing was a lot. There was a lot of people who cared about where their name showed up in the credits. So I just found that funny that, you know, and don't get me wrong, John Cleese is awesome, but Sean Connery is one of the like most iconic actors in the history of Hollywood, and for him to be in a movie and have a lot of speaking lines, which was a joke, by the way, because according to what I heard about it, what I read is that when they wrote Time Bandits, they put on there that when Agamemnon pulled off his helmet, the joke was Sean Connery or some other big Hollywood, you know, some other big name, and they actually got Connery to do it. So that was the joke about it. But Connery's in the movie a hell of a lot more than Cleese is, and Cleese is hilarious. He's absolutely hilarious. But again, it's like you're talking about Sean Connery here. I mean, hell, I remember back in 1989 when Jack Nicholson got top billing over Michael Keaton in Batman, and it was like unheard of. Oh, Guados.
Summons from Lord Seymour. Come with us.
We have nothing to discuss with Maester Seymour.
Yeah, so out of our way.
Or
Lord
else.
Seymour's commands must be obeyed. You will come.
No, we won't.
The Maester doesn't need you alive.
Oh. Well, now we have a golem. A golem. Golem. No, so we just get to fight that thing instead, and they're just going to run off. Looks rock-based, so maybe it's weak to water? I guess we'll see. Not weakness is anything. Holy shit, okay. Well, let's see what happens when we poison you. No, nothing. He's immune to poison. Rocket punch. Damn, okay. Well, I have something just for this. But anyways, I was saying the sphere grid system works in a way to where you can only improve one statistic at a time. That's why your levels up come a lot faster in this game. But you also have slower development because of it, because you're only improving one statistic at a time, and the statistics are determined by the sphere board. So if you're like looking for there we go. If you're looking for something, you know, oh my gosh, you know, Lulu needs hit points. You're gonna have to go around the sphere grid and try to find more sphere MP, because she's not gonna. You're not gonna get it the other way. Oh, there goes Bahamut. Damn. Well, that's not what I wanted to see happen. Oh, okay. Just frickin' kill Lulu, why don't you? Again, just kill her twice. He does not like Lulu at all. Oh, that just sucked. Yeah, she does not, that thing does not like Lulu at all. But Lulu's the one doing the most damage right now. And go again. Oh, finally. Hit somebody besides Waka, or, Lulu. Hit Waka. Where are my grenades at? I'm freaking stealing grenades and y'all gonna give me any grenades? There they are. Jesus. That's just nuts. Alright, we're halfway. Almost got him down to a third of his health. Cure yourself. Yeah, see, once again, you guys wonder why I keep harping on Lulu, and half of it is, part of it's because she's hot, but a big part of it is the fact that she is the most versatile character, just simply because of all the things that she can, all the weaknesses she can impact. Oh, that hurt. So she's doing a lion's share of the damage now because, even though it's not weak to anything, her magic is doing it. That's gonna hurt. Jesus Christ. Okay. Come on. Yuna is out of magic. Okay, that means she's done. We need Riku in now, and then hope, because she'll act as a default healer for the time being. I know this. I'm not really good at this one. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. Not that much better, but a little better. That didn't work. That really didn't work. Okay, item... We need to get him out of the party. Bring Riku back in. Good God! Luckily, Riku's speed is going to help here. Yeah, I figured that would happen. Here we are again. Ultima, I need to get that spell, yeah. I think it's locked behind some stuff there. Finally. Good lord, that was painful. Level 2 key sphere. Inventory is full. And it's not like we haven't done any grinding or anything. That's right, she has no magic left, so we need to go, definitely have to go heal.
This isn't the way in?
That way leads down into the valley.
And what's wrong with that?
Wow, you know your way around, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh?
Where are we?
Crazy. We went crazy.
Faith is inside. As are the fiends.
Hey, this where...
Where? What?
The summoner I guarded on my first pilgrimage died here. Yuna, let's go. The faith awaits.
Oh, I didn't realize this is where this is, but hey. Let's see. This, I believe, is one of the, yeah, secret summons, if I'm not mistaken. Oh. Well, how am I supposed to know what it's going to do? Except kill me. Probably should just run away from those things. Where is... Just because I'm curious now, I think Flair is next for Lulu. As in Ric Flair. Woo! What is that? That is Double Cast. Oh, that's actually a nasty one to get. Definitely want that. But that's the end of her grid, too. Do I have any level 3? Actually, it's not the end. She goes all the way over here. Okay. That's Flair. Okay. I have level 4, level 2, and level 1. I don't have any level 3s. That's right. I've got that. I'm going to get the Nature Boy. That'll be our next big spell. Alright, so if we get another one of those magic pots, what do they do with that? But I do believe this is where the samurai summon is, if I'm not mistaken. Take that thing apart. Son of a bitch! Okay, well. How's that gonna frost your balls? Oh, apparently not enough. They sure did. Golden Axe the Duel, I think it was called. Pretty sure it was on the Sega Saturn, wasn't it? Also pretty sure it was a flaming piece of donkey shit, but I'm sure there's other people who like it, so... Yes. Okay, damn. Fire is bad for him. Holy crap. Okay, special, we're going to lance it that one. I thought I might get him something. See, yeah, I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two.
This ends now.
He charged up for that. That doesn't seem like it's that big, but hey, whatever. Oh, that'll take care of that. Good. That's right. Enigma has seen a thing or two in his day. I don't think I own Golden Axe the Duel. While my Sega Saturn collection is... I'm very proud of it. There are games I don't own all of them. And, you know, when the Saturn was out, I basically kind of collected the RPGs and stuff. Because, believe it or not, back in the day, a console was really only as strong as its JRPG or its RPGs in the long run, and we just didn't get a lot of them back in the day. Maybe 1 or 2 a year per console, I should say. But I got like your, you know, I've work and design stuff. I've Shining Wisdom, Magic Knights, Ray Earth. I got a lot of that stuff. The sequel to Beyond Oasis. I have that. I have Guardian Heroes. You know, I got my share of stuff. Is what I'm saying. But there are games out there that I knew when I saw them that because I worked in gaming at the time, that they weren't going to be any good. And Golden Axe the Duel, we have to remember also about Golden Axe the Duel. It was during a time period when tournament fighters were the flavor of the month. So you had a lot of companies trying their hand at the tournament fighter, and everybody and their grandmother had a tournament fighter out there. Every dedicated IP you can think of had one of those. Okay, that's weak to ice. Those are not weak. Those are just dark element. Yep, Air Guys was one too. But I'm telling you flat out, they were everywhere. Tournament fighters were everywhere, guys. You could not go into a game store and ask about the new releases without there being some sort of tournament fighter out there. They were everywhere. It was like when you go to the beach and you get sand in your on your shoes, and then for the next several days you have nothing but sand everywhere. That's exactly what it was like. I don't know if that Mog is one I want for her anyway. Yeah, Tournament Fighters was out there. I'm telling you, it was just everything. Everything. It's similar to how, I mean, gaming's always been a Me Too kind of industry, and that's the reason why I know that. And I mean it in a sense, not the hashtag, but the idea that, well, if they can do it, we can do it too. So we had all this stuff where, like, yeah, Mega Man, like I said, they all had it. If you look at, like, first-person shooters, everyone now is about Battle Royale. They're all doing Battle Royale games. Before that, it was first-person shooters. Before that, it was open world games. You know, it's every time there's a big hit, everybody has to jump in and throw their hat in and say, well, we can do that too. And it was very much like that. Very much like that. Back then, because it was all tournament fighters. Street Fighter 2 turned the industry on its ear, And after that happened, everybody wanted to have the next big tournament fighter, and very few of them stuck. Very few of them stuck. Got it. That took long enough. Mortal Kombat stuck. That was one of the ones that stuck. But it stuck because... Mortal Kombat didn't stick because it was a great game. It stuck because of the blood and everything. If you look at Mortal Kombat, the engine used for Mortal Kombat versus the engine used for Street Fighter, the way that Street Fighter plays, it's completely night and day. Yeah, Mortal Kombat was the chief rival. Until the 3D fighter. Yeah, bastage. That was so good. I didn't have any of you view waters until just now. Goodbye. Holy shit. Okay. It's not weak to anything. It casts Doom at the beginning of the battle. Holy shit snacks. Okay. Well, let's... We need to get out of here. We will. Oh, no. Virtua Fighter, Tekken, yeah, a lot of those the tournament fighter was once it went 3D, Street Fighter kind of fell by the waysides. Even though it was, I still would have taken Street Fighter 2 or Street Fighter Alpha over any of the 3D fighters at the time. They were all, a lot of them were clunky. They still are clunky in a way. You just don't, the controllers just very difficult to get them okay, Blizzard, aura. Ooh, okay. The drunken boxing monk from 2, yeah, absolutely he was. We used to call him Santa Claus. We called him when I worked in the it wasn't GameStop. I was working for another game store at the time, but it was very much a. We would play it. It was like, look, it's Santa Claus, drunken Santa Claus.
In a place like this.
Don't ask me.
They say it was stolen from a temple long ago.
Huh?
With no faith, summoners cannot train. Without training, they cannot call the final Aeon. Without the final Aeon, they cannot defeat sin. That is why.
'Cause then the summoner won't die.
That must be what the thief was thinking.
I kinda agree with him.
Yes, they do. Very seriously. Here we are again. Okay. Luckily... might be able to get a spell or two off before they cast Reflect. He's gonna cast Reflect now? Yeah. Hell, they even take it seriously to the point where it's got a lot of to do with which fighting games you actually are a fan of. Because you have Street Fighter and King of Fighters and Tekken and all that, and it's a pretty big deal. Level 2 Key Spear. I need level 3 Key Spears. I'm going to get double cast. Guilty Gear now. You know, the funny thing is, I realize Guilty Gear has been around for damn near 20 years, if not more so. But it doesn't feel like it. Oh. The reason why I did that. 4,000. They counter with pollen. Okay. They cast the same spell that they're harmed by the most. Interesting. There has to be... the thing, Alucard, is I would love for there to be a new Darkstalkers game. But the problem is that they have tried to get Darkstalkers off the ground for a reboot before. And people won't even buy the old Darkstalkers. So when they do that, they use that... when they do that, they release a... They release these... pardon me, I'm sorry. As a test. They'll release a game series, something as a test, and go, well, if the fans really want a new Darkstalkers game, let's do an HD remaster of the old ones to see how to gauge how many people buy it. And if people buy it, then they go, okay, there's enough to go on to where we can do a new Darkstalkers game. Sadly, that's not how it went. A lot of people didn't buy it. Yeah, there's a fighting collection.
Come out and fight like a man.
Capcom Fighting Collection. No, we're just gonna let you go. Oh shit, I didn't kill it? Well, that was dumb. Yeah, if they get a shot off, then they're gonna put everybody to sleep and stuff. So I'm just I can continue to do Lulu here to just take them down with fire. Primal Rage. Primal Rage. Back in the day. Oh, are you kidding? 9? Already used by now, Alright guys, sorry about that. Something goofy happened there, and I need to see if this is working before we go any further. It looks like it is. Okay, good. Yeah, it was weird. It just kind of... Now Social Stream Ninja is going to be a pain in the ass. Okay. Something about Social Stream Ninja is pissing me off. I'm back now. Sorry about that. Weirdness happened. As my internet just completely... I got my computer act like it didn't have internet. Oh, okay. 12,000 low magic defense. Ow. Yes, technical difficulties do happen, unfortunately. Thank you for the welcome back, Alikari. I don't even know if I'm up on some things or not, but
No time to waste. Let's go.
Social Stream Ninja's being kind of stupid, and I might need to, when I'm done, I might need to re-add a couple of things. Oh! Hold the phone. I did not. Okay, Cavern of the Stolen Faith. So we got to 25th, where we got to 24th. Holy shit. Good thing we're right there to get that back. Good, Rumble is up. Thank you for letting me know. Right now it's I might have to reinstall a couple of things on Social Stream Ninja is all I'm saying, because it's being a pain in the ass. And that's one thing I'll definitely say about ease of use when it comes to some of these platforms is it's a lot easier to use something like Streamlabs than because it's all inclusive, but it is unreliable. So.
Pat, another Guado fiend? No, an unsent.
Hey, don't we know who that is?
It is. It's you, is it not, Lady Gingham?
Oh, someone Lulu knows.
Forgive me. I was too young. There is no human left in you now, is there? Very well then. Allow me to perform my last duty to you. My last as your guardian.
And that's to whip that ass. Yep, I was right. The samurai. Immune to sensors. We have no idea. Hopefully this will do enough. I don't know if it's going to be enough to take him down, though. Still, that's a hell of a hit, and he staggered, so this is good. Oh, he's got kunai. Good, good, good. This should do it. There we go, baby.
Strange. I thought it would be sadder somehow. Maybe I've gotten used to farewells.
You're stronger now.
Waka, I hope you're right. Yuna, the faith is inside. Go do what you came to do.
I didn't get any experience for that. Let's go back and save real quick. Special. Flee. I hope it is good. Something we need that we're seeing a lot more of now these days is a lot more people are actually able, because of independent developers and the non-corporatization of gaming, is we're seeing a lot more creative ideas come out in the independent space. And I'm very happy about that. At least the good stuff of gaming is still there. You can come up here? Come on. There you go. Good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy when you want to be. Whiskey wants some love, so he comes up here to get love. That's what he does. Right, Whisk? You come up here when you want love. Sleep Buster. That's a level 2. Full break. That'll open this stuff up. And then that takes us down to Orin's. There's some pretty good... How many level 2 spheres do I have? It's level 1, level 4. I've got 8 level 2s. Okay, well we can do that. I want to open up as much of the sphere grid as possible, so... And believe me, if I had a level 3, but I don't, so... yeah, it's a good thing that we're seeing it, because when gaming has gotten so overly corporatized that all we really see these days is all we see today is all this sequels and reboots and all that stuff. Flexible arm, okay. And when that happens, we just basically get to... It's just bad news for the way that things have gone for gaming, where when everything is you don't get any sort of you don't get any sort of creativity. You get no real art in it. It's just processed. It's like when you go to get a hamburger. Yeah, it's like the film industry. Exactly correct. There's no creativity. There's nothing. It's just we need to make this so we can continue to make this. And it's just not good. It's just not good for the art of gaming, quite honestly. And I don't like using the word art really to describe gaming these days, because game.
They dare only whisper my name. Yojimbo.
Yojimbo.
Summoner, I ask you, what do you want of me? If you desire my strength, you must pay my price. Make your offer. You expect a phoenix. No deal.
That was wrong.
you desire my strength, you must pay my price. Make your offer.
Okay, so if we offer...
Do we have a deal? Do we have a deal? Do we have a deal? No deal.
Okay. So the guide is correct. To get him, we have to haggle him. We don't have to haggle him down, but we want to haggle him down. Let's see what we do here.
If you desire my strength, you make your offer. Do we have a deal? Do we have a deal? No deal.
Oh, really? He is being a bastard.
If you desire my strength, you must pay my price. Make your offer. Do we have a deal? Do we have a deal? Do we have a adequate? You are my client henceforth. My sword shall guard you on your journey, summoner.
Works for me. Yojimbo is one of the secret summons. In other words, you don't have to get him. He's optional, if I'm not mistaken. Him and there's two others that are that way too. There's the super secret summon that I'm not divulging what it is yet because I'm being coy about it. And then there's the Anima, which is the one that Seymour used. No, I still take damage after killing it. That looks like an interesting weapon. Okay. Oh, he died. I didn't know. I didn't realize that poison could actually kill him. That's not usually a Final Fantasy thing. Full life. That's an important spell, but we need a lot more spheres for that. Very important. I'd like to get that for Yuna. Nice. That should take care of that one. just going through and getting rid of stuff. Of course, I don't like the fact that I limit your options there. It's important to enjoy the games you're playing, story included. Okay, add it on up, back and out. I did save it, so let's see what happens when we go forward.
Sometimes Yuna would just stare off into the distance.
That happens to the best of us.
I finally understood why. She was saying goodbye to the places she'd never see again.
Indeed, you're correct, Alucard. Okay, the super secret summon, we have to get the other secret summon. We already have Yojimbo, which is the first secret summon. Anima is the second secret summon, and then there's actually two other things we need to get them. Where the hell are we on the map? Okay. Calm lands near the bridge. It's not helping me any. You're 1000% correct, Alucard. Absolutely. Maybe actually by riding a chocobo. Okay. So we ain't done here. Waka waka waka.
Take that.
It definitely does help to have great gameplay and a great story. That's what makes a great game a great game. Dead serious. Full stop. Well, there's so many things now that are destroyed by, I guess we were just talking about corporate interference and how everything has to be sterilized and you can't have anything edgy anymore. I mean, let's just look at frickin' Borderlands 4. They removed damn near everything away from Borderlands 4 that made Borderlands 4 or Borderlands 4 Borderlands. You know, they took out all the a lot of the dark humor. They took away a lot of the characters. And it breathes to me as being a sterilized, open world first person shooter. There's really not a lot in it that is it's not funny. It's not as funny, I should say. It's just one of those things, and that's what happens when you get overly corporatized media on things and overly cultivated stuff. And that's exactly what happens with games in this day and time. Is we have too many of them that are shuffled through the meat grinder, so to speak, and then they have nothing left. You know, it's just, how much money do I have anyway? 99,000 gil. Okay. Which is this?
No difficulty.
Exactly correct. When they removed the dark humor, they basically removed everything that made Borderlands Borderlands. And don't get me wrong, it's still fun. It's not like it's not a good game. I enjoy playing it, but all the charm and all the stuff that made it uniquely what it is feels like it's been removed. And when you do that, you really kind of hurt what came, but you hurt what came before it, and next thing you know, Manosphere. You're kind of stuck with nothing. You know, it's just a. If you were to take the art style away from Borderlands 4, I don't think it's a Borderlands game. The only thing that makes it feel like Borderlands is the art style. Everything else does not. Yeah, and the sad thing is that some of the people that did that created Borderlands are still there. Randy Pitchford is still with Gearbox. It's not like they just woke up and just said, "Well, they're not here anymore." Now a lot of the writers have moved on. I know Anthony Birch infamously was one of the writers of Borderlands 2, and he left. No idea why. None of my beeswax, but he did leave.
That's how it's done.
And that's what a lot of these I don't think a lot of these companies realize is that You can slap whatever name you want to on it. Doesn't make it what it is. You know, you can call a dog a chicken all you want to. Doesn't make it a chicken. Doesn't mean the colonel's going to come looking for it. But that's the kind of shit we're dealing with in gaming right now. Is that you've got these they neuter the games to the point to where they're not. Yeah. Because who doesn't like a good beat 'em up? Who doesn't love a good beat 'em up? I love a good beat 'em up. They're fun. They're mindless. They don't have to have a lot of goofiness, you know, stuff in it. But again, when you have a game series, when you basically take everything away from that game series that makes that game series what it is, you're gonna lose, and that's the problem they're having with that they're gonna see with Borderlands. Randy Pitchford can say all day long it's the best game he's ever made. I don't doubt for one second he actually believes that. But you know what? I don't think he's right. It's all subjective anyway. But I don't think that's right. I think what you're going to start seeing, and this is why I am the way I am about talking about how a lot of these companies sitting on these IPs need to do something with them, you know, shit or get off the pot, is there are going to be people who want to play old school games. You're going to see a lot of nostalgia in this with your Gen X and folks like that. And those people are going to want to be represented. They want to play, not represented. They want to play the games that they love, and they're not getting it from corporate media right now. They're not getting it from these corporations. These corporations have taken everything and made it soulless and made it not fun. And there's a lot of good. Yeah, Streets of Rage 4, great. They did a great job with that, but. You've taken the gaming experience, you know, the fun away from a lot of classic old school gamers, the ones that, you know. That's what I keep telling the kids who keep coming in here and asking me why I am, you know, my age and I still play games, or why I like games like this, and I just kind of go, dude, you do know, if it wasn't for somebody like me, you wouldn't have anything to play. There would be no gaming industry, but they don't understand that. Because young people are stupid. Or not stupid, they're ignorant. Borderline stupid. They've been taught poorly. And one of the worst things that we're teaching kids today, young people today, is that they're never wrong. And that kind of mentality is dangerous to make people feel like that they're never wrong. So then they feel like they can question everything, and nothing else makes sense if it doesn't fit into their microcosm of what the world should be like. And that's dangerous. Yeah, entitlement to everything. Entitlement. They're always right. Nothing that they say is wrong. If they say the sky is puce, then the sky has to be puce. You know, that kind of crap. And it's just it's dangerous to teach people that way. And for the record, I'm not saying that everything that older people have done is the right thing. I don't believe that at all. I think there's valuable lessons that can be learned from history and from seeing what came before. Pardon me. That's good. Hopefully you're done in a month. Completely goes against everything you've been saying for the last month, but hey, if it's that good, it's that good.
It's over.
Oh, I have sphere grid. What's that one? Full break. Okay. So yeah, to all the kiddos out there, you know, I'm not telling you that everything you believe is wrong. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that there's always something you should be learning, always something you should be understanding, and you don't do that these days because you're raised with this idea that everything that that you do is right, and everything everybody else does that you don't agree with is wrong. And in reality, there's a lot of things you could learn from the past that you need to go back and look at things. That's, you know, where was gaming before you were born? It wouldn't be here if it wasn't for people like me. So and Alucard and other folks. So don't think for one second that just because your mommy and your daddy raised you to be the bestest ever doesn't necessarily mean you are the bestest ever, especially when it comes to being ignorant. And we're all ignorant. Let's be completely honest and fair here. I'm by no means saying that ignorance is an insult. It's not an insult. It's just something that we all are. I'm ignorant about a lot of things. You know, for instance, makeup, you know. I don't know anything about makeup. That's all there is to it. I don't wear it. I have nothing to do with it. So I'm not going to sit there and act like that I'm some sort of frickin' expert on makeup when I'm not. This is true, Grizzle. 1,000% true. I should have brought Waka in. Oh, nope, nope. Well, you know, the funny thing is I remember when the Beatles rock band came out. I remember these kids that would come into my store, and during when it was being during its launch, and these kids were acting like it wasn't a big deal. Like, oh, no one cares. No one cares about the Beatles. No one gives a shit. And it's like, what are you talking about? The Beatles are one of the most important bands ever. And, you know, then you go to find out, you tell them, hey, and then they go, well, I don't like them. I've never heard any of their songs that are anything. Can't carry anymore. It's they pull that shit, and then they act like, then they're like surprised, like, what the heck? I gotta get rid of some of the shit I'm never gonna use. Exactly. It's like the guys. I'm telling these kids, the bands that were inspired to get into making music were directly inspired by either the Beatles or bands that were directly inspired by the Beatles. You know, it's, you can't just sit there and act like that nothing ever happened before you got here. You know, but they do. But that's just how they are. They act like that nothing, that their shit doesn't stink, that nothing ever happened before they were born. And sorry, it's just not the way that it works. It's just not that way that it works at all. You have to have some sort of clairvoyance to see that the Earth spun before you were born. And it just brings up this narcissistic behavior, too. Very narcissistic behavior. But that's what I get. That's what we get for, you know, being, you know, understanding and telling people, you know, I kids today just brought up with narcissistic behavior, and it kills me. And I see it in a lot of different ways. When I had my store, when I had my GameStop store, the kids would come in and they would call me by my first name. Now, quite frankly, that doesn't really bother me. But it's something that if I would have done that, if I would have gone in and called an adult by their first name without asking them first, if it, you know, is it okay if I call you this or whatever, my parents would have whipped my ass. Absolutely whipped my ass. Yeah. But kids are now brought up to basically just kind of go, doesn't matter. Respect don't matter. And it doesn't bother me because I tell them to call me by my first name anyway, because I just, you know, it's just how I am. But Christ, it's just really odd to me that that's the way that things are now. And my parents would whip my ass. That would have been it. You wouldn't have seen Enigma anymore. True, true. It could be it would be bad. But I mean, I was raised in a, like, I was, you know, I always say I don't really have a home because I don't. But I was raised with a Southern mentality. My parents were are both from Arkansas. I was raised. Oh, that's true. Yeah, my parents again would have whipped my ass. They cannot be captured. Okay, so that was, just stole that one. Not a big deal. But that's the kind of shit that we deal with, and the kind of stuff that is going on in today's our society today. Is that the young people think that the young people come out thinking they're automatically smarter than the older people. That's the biggest problem. Orin out for this one. Good. Here we go. Let's get away to heal. I don't like that. Don't like that either. What the hell? Are they doing another battle royale? I know they thought that was going to be a big deal, and it never really was that I remember. Right. Yeah, it was a Smash Brothers game. I don't think it did as well as Sony wanted it to because we've never seen another one. I could be wrong. That's Stone Gaze shit. Tidus can move on the sphere grid a little bit. Oh, haven't they all tried to compete with Smash Brothers in some way or another? Warner Brothers did it too with their fighting game that they tried, and it didn't do that great either. I mean, PlayStation All-Stars did okay, but let's not pretend like it was a second coming, because it wasn't. Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom was far bigger. Not as big as Smash, though. Smash ended up eclipsing it. It looks like there could be a chest or something down there. Alright, that's one we need to capture, is that big son of a bitch. Okay, is that what we're doing today? We're just gonna completely screw over Tidus? Let you stick around. There we go. Not what I'm looking for. Still haven't found what I'm looking for. Yeah, I can. Who's to tell me where I can and can't go? Okay. There's something down there. Y'all getting just 6,000 hits? Is that what we're frickin' doing today? Christ almighty. I want to see how many more we have to collect. We've gotten a lot of them. Most of them, I think, of the monsters. So I really want to switch back to better weapons. These weapons suck, but I don't have any sort of attachments to them outside of the capture thing, which is why I'm using them. Pretty sure I've gotten all of these, but... should be easy to do this.
Enough. That's how it's done.
That's how it's done. Yep. Let's go see how many more we need. The Al Bhed Machina is one I tried to capture and it said no. Waka waka waka.
I foresee no difficulty.
Okay. Brave Sir Orin ran away. Na, 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 na. Interesting. There's a level 1 unlock there, but it's all dead spheres in there. Or all empty nodes. Interesting. There's one I've not gotten yet. Let's see what it is. Oh, they have it all over the place. That's not what I want. Calm Lands, here they are. The Marlborough. The one I don't have is the Marlborough. Okay. So the Marlborough is, this says the northwest of the northwest grassland area of the Calm Plains. So it's a random encounter, but apparently it's... Marlboroughs are very famous in Final Fantasy for those who are not aware. They're these big, huge... they look just like that effing thing. Actually. Oh, I should have hit the spell. Oh well. 27,000. Oh, and he's berserked. Yeah, this is shit. It's got 27,000 hit points, so that's a lot. Okay, listen to my story. We got it. Let's go. Okay, so we're looking for a Marlboro. That pisses me off that we lost at least one sphere grid move. See if we can get it. Yeah, it is a pain in the butt fight because of the status he inflicts. Might not get the Marlboro until tomorrow. We don't have a ribbon. If I had a ribbon equipped, it would make this battle a lot easier. I think there is a ribbon in it. Actually, no, let's... Waka. Red rum! Red rum! I have a feeling we're not going to get the Marlboro today. Jesus Christ. They don't mess around. They do not mess around. That's a smart thing to do. It's one of the greatest horror movies ever made. Alright guys, so here's what's going to happen. It is 5 o'clock. It's time for me to, shove off. Don't do that. I just got this new light because I broke my other one yesterday, and I got a new one, and I want to break it too. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be back at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. My plan is to continue playing this, having fun with it, moving through this with you guys. If you have not done so yet, guys, do me the favor and the honor of following me on Twitch, Twitter, and Rumble. And subscription on YouTube would be great. Let's see where we are on those numbers. On YouTube, I'm at 290 subscribers. So that's awesome. 10 away from 300. On Rumble, I am at 51 followers. So I did get another follower today. So that's great, guys. Thank you guys for helping me with that. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be back. 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to play Final Fantasy X some more. You guys stick around and listen to the music if you want to. Listen to the whole thing. I'm going to play that. You guys have a great rest of your night, and I will see you tomorrow.